well, Shane is in his crib, and Josh is reading to Mara. Is there anything else you want me to do before I drop?
No, go get some rest.
You know, Reva, about tomorrow night, Josh won't let me go to that party. He said I have to stay here and babysit.
Well?
Well, I think that it would be an awful shame to waste that opportunity.
For what?
Well, I think that it would be just so good for Dylan if Justin could see him surrounded by his whole loving family, Mara and Shane included.
A big, happy family.
Right. Of course, I wouldn't want you to get in any more trouble with him.
Trouble?
Well, you know, I mean, for going against his orders or something.
Harley, has Joshua said anything to you about me?
Well, we don't talk much, you know that, Reva.
But you would tell me if he did, wouldn't you?
Well, you're the one who hired me.
That's right. Which is why I've decided that you should take Shane and Mara to the party.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Dress them in their Sunday best. You too.
Well, you know, I do have a dress. It couldn't possibly compare to yours, though.
Well, then let's go through my closet. I must have something that'll fit you.
Reva, great.
Oh, yeah. Take whatever you want. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff anyway. I am into brighter colors now.
Reva, this is so great. Thank you.
Let's see, what else? That white one is a great one.
Good night, Harley.
Right. Good night.
Night.
Where's she going with those?
Well, I know how much you don't like to see me in the same thing all the time. Besides, she lost all of her clothes in that fire, and I thought it was the neighborly thing to do. Unless, of course, I have to get your permission to clean out my closet now, too.
Reva, I think we should have a little talk. Hello. Yeah, Vanessa, listen, actually, it was business. Thank you for calling me back, but let me call you in the morning, okay, first thing. All right, thank you. Wait a second, wait a minute. Where are you going?
To the country club.
At this time of night, you're going to go to the country club?
Oh, what, did I forget to tell you? I've got so many last-minute details I have to go over for Justin's party. I mean, you know how that is.
When are you going to be back?
Whenever I'm through taking care of business. You know how that is.
Reva! Hi, sweetie. I thought you were in bed already.
I couldn't sleep.
Well, look, why don't you see if you can find Harley and have her read you a story or something, all right?
I tried, but her door was locked. Let me stay here with you, Daddy. Please.
Okay. Fletcher, this Vaughn guy.
I could have the whole Royal Guard, and it still wouldn't impress Justin.
That's not what I meant.
Well, it doesn't matter because I know what you think.
I meant you don't have to impress anyone, Reba. You're going to throw a terrific party tonight. You'll be surrounded by friends and family. Just relax and enjoy.
Oh, you relax and enjoy it. This is a big night for me and for Dylan.
Why?
You know why.
Reba, you don't have to prove anything to anyone.
Yeah? Well, you didn't see the look on the man's face when he saw those faxes of Dylan.
Look, Justin is going to meet Dylan, and that's going to be it. It's going to be fine. Dylan can speak for himself.
He just doesn't want to like Dylan.
Reva, everything is going to be okay, all right? I really do hate seeing you this nervous.
Really?
Yeah, really. It's like Vanessa said, you know, Sam and Dylan, they're just kids.
Daddy!
All right, don't you dare.
Don't you know how to knock? Look, you may live here, but that doesn't mean you can barge in anytime you want to.
I didn't barge in. She came in first.
Don't blame this on Mara. This is not a game like she hit me first. Look, if you want to be a nanny for our children, I'm going to have to see an age difference between you and Mara, okay? I have to make a phone call. I'll be back.
Mommy, Hardy said she's coming to the party.
She is.
Oh.
Will you look at you?
Well, I used to go.
Are you ready? Oh, you certainly are. Samantha, that dress looks perfect on you.
You think so?
Yes, I do. Did you get it at a vintage clothing store? Slow.
It was Mom's.
Oh.
Stayed in the back of Daddy's closet for a long time. I used to sneak in and look at it. It was the most beautiful, elegant thing that I'd ever seen. I'd imagine Mom wearing it. I'd make up stories about where she and Daddy had gone, and it was always someplace romantic, special.
Well, it must have been if your father kept it all this time.
He sent it back to the Salvation Army years ago, but I pulled it out of the pile and saved it.
For the right occasion? Well, I think tonight counts.
Yeah.
Justin still hasn't met Dylan, has he?
No. Dylan insisted on waiting until tonight.
Was that boy scared?
He just wants everything to be right. Daddy's gotten all this negative stuff from everybody. I told Dylan that it's all right, that Daddy would be open-minded about it.
Well, let's hope so.
I still don't know what Uncle Ross thinks about it.
Oh, well, nothing as dire as you'd think.
Really?
Honey, your Uncle Ross has had to act so tough because he's been filling in for your dad. I think deep down inside he really likes Dylan in spite of himself.
Did he say that?
Well, not in so many words, but how could he not?
I hope so, because Dylan has tried so hard. He always has. No matter what's happened to him, no matter how bad life has been to him, he never gave in to it. He stayed a good soul no matter if people thought he had one or not. He was still loving and... I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not trying to sell him.
I know.
Sometimes I think it wouldn't matter who Dylan was. Daddy's problem is that I'm growing up. And he thinks he's gonna lose me. But he's not. It's not a contest.
No. And he should know that. But you have to give him some time. This isn't easy for him. That doesn't mean he isn't trying.